Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Friday the 1st, and today was a beautiful day outside. It was absolutely gorgeous. I had the air turned off. I didn't bother to open the house up because it's pretty humid. Decided to turn the air back on this evening after I got done with my run that I did. Didn't really, probably could have got without turning it on, but I thought what the hell, I'd go ahead and, kind of just pull that humidity out. Hoping to sleep good tonight because if everything goes as planned, I wake up and I don't hurt horribly bad. I'm going to go run a marathon in the morning. I don't know, noon time, whatever. I'm not sure what time. I'm not setting an alarm to get up for it, so it's just whenever the hell I wake up and decide to go do it. My plan as of now is to head up to Des Moines, run around the trails up there. I keep thinking I need to go other places like Kansas City or St. Louis or Minnesota or just about anywhere really to run different places. And I seem to never do that. I kind of keep thinking off and on I'm going to make plans to go, and then I'm going to end up having a really bad night. I won't sleep well. I'm going to feel like I wasted a trip somewhere to go run. So the trails around Des Moines are nice because there's quite a few different little trails. I can kind of hit the main loops, and then I can stop back by the vehicle, refill my hydro pack, and all that kind of stuff. When you're running by yourself out there, you don't have any crew, no support, no nothing. It really is a whole different mindset. And like around here, and I ran home from Albia last month. Well, I guess 2 months ago, whatever it would have been, on the 25th of that. And it was one of those things, just it was so damn lonely out there by yourself. I didn't have my dog with me because I wasn't sure, because there was no way once I was out there of dropping him off anywhere, so I ran without him. And I was really kind of concerned about that fact of if he didn't make it all the way, I didn't really want to just like tie him to a post. Obviously, that would never happen. So if I'm running around Des Moines, I can always drop him back off a vehicle, that kind of thing. It's not that big a problem. But the biggest thing out there is just you're completely alone. It's out there till like past midnight. I was out running, and it was really kind of just extremely lonely, extremely depressing at some points in time. Where Des Moines trails, at least, I can I'm on mostly trails that are, I cross a few roads, I've stopped for traffic. Most of the time it's just running on trails, no worrying about cars, no worrying about that kind of stuff. Where around here, if I try to run 26.2, if I don't run the same, 5 mile loop, which is like the most we have of trails here, is about 5 miles, and a mile and a half loop, and there's a 3.5 mile loop, I guess, that on the trails. The 3.5 mile loop is really rough, grass and washouts and holes and stuff, and it's really not a good trail to run on. The other one's gravel, so that kind of makes it nicer because you don't worry about traffic and that, but it's not the same as running in Des Moines when it's, 5 or 6 foot wide, concrete path most of the time. A little bit of rock depending on where I run at, but much safer. And I see a lot more people up there, just kind of a little more encouragement. That always seems to help quite a bit. Plus, like I said, there's always just the fact that I can drop the dog back off at a vehicle, unlike running from point to point. When you drive yourself out 20 some miles out and run home, it's a lot harder to kind of force your dog into that situation. So who knows, I might just chicken out the whole trip up to Des Moines tomorrow and just decide it's not worth it and just run around here. I might drive myself down to Missouri somewhere, drop myself off and run home. A lot of it's just finding roads that are safe to run around here is a big thing too. So it's hard telling. Who knows what all I'm doing. So that's about all I've got. Oh, today I did mow the yard. I used my rider again today some. I've used that real type mower, mowed virtually all my yard and stuff with it. And then the rental property and that next door in the empty lots I've got, I just used the rider on it. I didn't really trim up around it real big. I wasn't really too concerned about it. Mostly it's just to kind of keep that stuff knocked down and keep the city from complaining to me because the house is empty at the moment, so it's really not a big issue there. So got that done. Like I said, did go for my run walk. I ran a mile, walked a couple miles, then ran a mile back to the house and stuff there. Just kind of broke it up. Knew I was going to be doing hopefully a lot more running tomorrow. And just kind of like a rest day pretty much. But I have to get my run streak in every day. And I'm like 212 days into it, something like that now. So definitely kind of a cool feeling there and getting that stuff done. I also ended up chatting with a friend quite a bit tonight, just different little things. I had a friend of mine I hadn't talked to for quite some time. She texted me back up and asked kind of some things. She claims she texted me a whole bunch a couple weeks ago, and I told her I got the one text and the rest of them never came through, which she's kind of the type that she likes the drama in her life kind of thing, so I'm assuming she didn't actually text me. She was just, I don't know, she gets all weird and stuff. She was pissy because I wouldn't I wouldn't drive. I don't know. There was just some stuff that we kind of didn't do. I gave her a couple ultimatums of this is what you want. You need to kind of make these choices, and she wasn't willing to make those choices and was needing me to help her out kind of thing and want me to, bend over backwards and really do stuff for her. Normally I'm all for that for people, but there's some people that you realize that's all it ever is only when they need stuff they come to you, and that fair weathered friend person type thing. I know I've heard a wise person say one time, you should feel grateful that they at least thought of you when they were in need and that you're somebody they can count on. But it's also a situation where you realize the fact that they're never going to be there for you, and they don't keep their word. They lie about stuff. They claim they're wanting this and that, and they don't do it, and so on and so forth. So definitely kind of an interesting situation there. I'm in the process of just kind of pulling myself away from it. I keep hoping they're going to come around. They're going to actually just start living up to the part of the person they say they want to be and not the person they are. Because you have two different people in your life. You have the things you say you want to do and things you want to be, and that's the person you hope to be someday. There's actual reality, which is the person you are, and that is the people, the things you do at the moment each time. The people who are always saying they're going to be doing other stuff and never do it annoy the crap out of me. Just be honest and say, hey, I'm never going to do this, or I have no interest in doing that, or whatever and whatnot. The whole thing of saying what you think somebody else wants to hear so they'll be happy with you drives me crazy, because you know you're not going to do it, and they're going to be disappointed in you, and they're also going to be pissed off that you lied to them both. So I'm more of the kind of guy that's like, just tell me the truth up front and we'll work through it, and if it's not going to work out, then fine, move on, and if we can work through it, we'll work through it. So who knows? Hard time, like I said. The whole thing, after all this time, her first text was hi. And I was just like, really? That's all you got there? And I was like, whatever. So kind of one of those things I just kind of, I don't know. I just get bored with the whole concept of that pretty quickly. So that's all I've got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.